What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Tactics, and I know I haven't posted on this channel in quite some time, and in fact, I haven't really been very active on my social media anywhere really. Partially because I've been going through a little bit of a funk, and till this day, I still don't really know what the cause of it is. I lately just haven't felt very inspired. I've been dealing with a lot of stress, and I mean this is something that I deal with on and off on occasion. And back in the day when I first started with this whole YouTube thing, it was easy for me to just kind of channel a lot of the bullshit that I was feeling into just making a video. Although, if you look back at some of my earlier work, you'll notice that I was a very bitter person, especially very bitter towards women, which was probably not the best representation of me at that time. I mean, it made for very funny content, but I'm definitely not that person I am anymore. Still, the personality is still the same. It's just my values and my beliefs are a little different now. And of course, I'm in a relationship right now with a great girl. So that bitterness is long since been dead. But yeah, man, I've just been going through this really tough, kind of funky bullshit within my head, and it's been festering a lot of negative thoughts that have been kind of self-deprecating, and as a result, I haven't been much fun to be around. I'm currently trying to deal with all this shit and deal with this stress and find a new way to channel all this stuff that I'm feeling, and I think that I found a way. Was it yesterday? I was having a shitty day. Made my way to Walmart to get an oil change, and of course, it was a 45-minute wait, so I had a lot of time to kill. So I'm walking along the aisles, and I find myself at the school supply section, and there is this black leather journal that I stumble across, and it's the only one of its kind left in the aisle. Just, it caught my eye. It's got this cool little strap. It's got this bookmark little thingy, and it's leather, so that's attractive. I picked it up and I looked at the price, and it was $10, and I was like, I'm not paying $10 for a fucking journal. That's just not happening. I put it back, and then I walked out of the aisle and kind of, went and did some grocery shopping there. And then within 10 minutes, I was back in front of that aisle staring at this fucking black journal. So obviously, of course, I bought it. I was able to just kind of like extract all the bullshit that, well, at least some of the bullshit that had been going on in my head, put it on paper. And because when it's like all jumbled up in there, you really have a hard time processing it. And for me, I was talking to my girl last night, and we were kind of, going back and forth, bickering, and it was mostly my fault, just because of the state that I was in. And I just had a hard time kind of explaining to her what the fuck was wrong with me. And she wasn't understanding, and it was frustrating me because I'm like, you're not getting it. Why aren't you getting it? But then I'm like, I don't even get it. But I can't tell her that because I'm too prideful, because I know I'm supposed to know what the fuck is going on in my head and shit. But I don't. At least I didn't at that time. And then as soon as I started to write and then I read this shit, I was like, oh, so that's what the fuck is wrong with me. I have issues. I started writing, and I kind of wrote it in like a spoken word format. I had done a spoken word thing like 2 or 3 years ago. Wasn't very good, but I mean, it was honest and from the heart. Afterwards, I felt like it was really therapeutic because it really kind of helped me deal with things and put things into perspective. I'd like to share this poem with you guys right now, if you'll let me. I know this video is hella long, but if you're familiar with this channel, then you know that I used to rant like about shit all the time, like well over 15 minutes. So get used to it. I'm still kind of tweaking it, and I don't have it memorized. I literally just wrote this shit this morning. If it sucks, hey man. So yeah, I might cut in between just because I don't have it memorized. I want it to kind of at least flow nicely. So just kind of bear with me. What am I most afraid of? I'm afraid that my friends are going to be successful, leaving me here alone with my thoughts, feeling regretful for all the choices that I did not make, risks I did not take, for all the times that I hesitated, for all the times when I rushed when I should have waited and just had patience. I'm afraid to try new things, any kind of experiences, like reciting this poem or going up on stage to sing. And I'm afraid that I'll never break out of my shell, reach my potential, because someone said that I'd fail to fulfill my destiny, whatever the hell that may be. And sometimes I feel when my dad says he's proud of me, he doesn't really mean it. That's why I just want to be successful. But I'm afraid that when I finally make it, he won't even be around to see it. And I'm afraid to admit my pride that often hides the emotional baggage I carry with myself. And I may say that I'm fine with a smile, but I'm lying, just too damn stubborn to ask for help. But don't trip. This ain't on some suicide shit. But I gotta admit, what I understand is this, that it's common to hide the pain behind a smile, then later to be found with a slit wrist. I understand how a person can be in a crowded place full of people they know, yet somehow manage to still feel all alone. I understand that fear isn't real, but somehow it still controls the way that I think and I feel. So I guess what I'm most afraid of is that this fallacy we call fear will forever remain in here and here. I pointed to my heart, by the way. So yeah, that is what I came up with this morning, and to be honest, I'm feeling a lot better. I guess what they say is true, that poetry is really therapeutic. I'm definitely gonna try and do some more. Anyway, I've rambled long enough, so thanks again for listening and for watching and for vibing with me all this time. So yeah, I'm your boy Tactics. Peace, and I'm out.